Okay, so what if I told you our universe wasn't just some random cosmic accident, doomed to fade away into cold, empty chaos? What if, instead, it's being pulled toward a specific destiny, an ultimate state of incredible complexity, with a purpose that's literally woven into the fabric of space-time? It's a pretty wild idea, so let's dive in.
And this single idea, it really challenges some of the biggest concepts in physics we have today. It suggests there's some kind of cosmic force guiding everything, from the tiniest little quantum flutter to the evolution of life itself. All of it along one single inevitable path.
So, the first big thing to get your head around is how this moves away from that popular many worlds theory. The idea that reality splits into infinite new universes with every quantum event. Well, this model says, nope, our cosmos is on one specific predestined track.
This really gives us two completely different ways to picture reality. Is it this endlessly branching tree of possibilities where literally every outcome happens somewhere? Or is it more like a landscape filled with countless streams that are all inevitably drawn into one single powerful river? This theory is betting on the river.
But, okay, here's the problem. This beautiful, elegant idea of a single cosmic river, well, it crashes right into a huge wall built by modern physics. To have just one path, it turns out you have to pay a very, very steep price.
And this is exactly the question Bell's theorem forces us to deal with. If there are no branching realities, it implies that the settings of every experiment, and, if you follow that logic, every decision ever made, were somehow linked, correlated with the particles being measured, all the way back to the start of time. And this leads to an idea that makes a lot of scientists, well, deeply uncomfortable.
And that idea has a name: superdeterminism. It's the theory that there is no true randomness. Not really. Every single event is connected in this vast, unbroken chain of cause and effect that stretches all the way back to the Big Bang. And in that view, what we think of as free choice is really just an illusion.
But here's the twist. Here's where it gets really clever. What if this determinism isn't just the past pushing us forward like a bunch of cosmic billiard balls? What if the future is pulling us forward too?
The proposed solution is something called retrocausality. This is the idea that the future is just as real and just as fixed as the past, and that both of them are actually exerting influence on the present. It's like our present moment is essentially pinched between where the universe began and where it's absolutely destined to end.
Now, this concept actually has a name. It's known as the two-state vector formalism. The idea is, if you fix the beginning, the Big Bang, and you fix the end, this attractor, then all those other infinite many worlds possibilities, they cancel each other out, and only one singular path is left, the one that connects the start to the finish.
So, if the universe is being pulled towards some final state, what is it? The standard view, right, is the heat death of maximum disorder. Everything just fizzles out. But this theory suggests the exact opposite. So, instead of being doomed to decay into some cold, uniform soup, this says the universe is being pulled toward an omega point, a final state of maximum possible complexity, structure, and information. In this view, the arrow of time isn't pointing towards breakdown and decay, it's pointing toward buildup.
And that has a really profound implication. Because if the universe's ultimate goal is complexity, then life isn't just some random fluke that happened on one lucky little planet. It's a fundamental, maybe even a necessary feature of the entire cosmos.
Think about DNA for a second. Was it a 1 in a billion chemical accident, or was it a mathematical necessity? In this attractor view, as the universe just had to get more and more complex, it needed a way to store and process all this new information. The laws of physics essentially forced a solution into existence, a stable, self-replicating information storage system. DNA is the universe's hard drive. And you know what? This isn't just a theory. We can actually see the evidence of this acceleration. The rate of complexification is speeding up exponentially. Evolution took billions of years for its first baby steps, then millions for the next, then thousands. It's as if the gravitational pull of that future attractor gets stronger and stronger the closer we get to it.
Okay, this brings us to what is, for me, the most profound, most mind-bending revelation of the whole theory. It completely redefines the very nature of what randomness actually is. You see, we've always viewed quantum uncertainty as just fundamental noise. It's the universe's background static, a bug in the system that makes the future unpredictable.
But you have physicists like Leonard Susskind who argue that information is indestructible. He says that entropy, what we see as disorder, is really just hidden information. So what if that hidden information, that quantum uncertainty, what if it isn't random noise at all?
In the attractor view, what we see as a random quantum event is actually a new piece of information being downloaded into reality. It is not a bug, it's a feature. It's the universe writing the next line of its own source code, code that didn't exist a moment before, pulled into existence by the needs of that final complex picture.
So, let's put it all together. The universe has a destiny, a state of maximum complexity. This future state pulls all of reality along a single determined path. Life isn't an accident. It's the main engine for building that complexity. And what we call randomness is just the real-time arrival of new information that's required to build that future.
It's a staggering thought, isn't it? The universe isn't just expanding, it's learning. It's a self-actualizing system, and we are right in the middle of that process. So if randomness is the future downloading itself into the present, it really makes you wonder what piece of the cosmic puzzle is clicking into place right at this very moment.